Hello YouTube, it is Lucid Offer here today with another video, and today we're going to be talking about some more Kenshi lore. But before we do get into it, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you guys do end up enjoying the video. But without further ado, let's get into it. So the main thing we're going to be talking about today is actually the lore behind Ghost, the leader of the Berserkers. Now the Berserkers are actually quite a clan that follow Ghost. This clan just kind of just patrols around. They're not really, I would say, hostile to you. It depends, because sometimes I'll be walking by the patrols and not really hostile, but the Berserkers themselves all seem to be exiles and people that were kind of cast out of Shek Society. And now, in case you guys do not know, let's get a little bit of a refresher on who the Shek are as a culture and as a society. So culturally, all Shek are conditioned to fight. That is their main purpose that they see in their world, and that is pretty much how it is. But the current leader, she is making sure that she's pretty much breaking this apart, saying, no, this isn't our culture. We're just running ourselves to death. So that's kind of what their culture is. They're conditioned to fight since they're little kids, and how long their horns are, or like their horns have a huge significant meaning. So if you cut off a Shek's horns, you're pretty much casting them away from society. So yeah, so it's kind of it's ingrained into them. And then Shek wise, Shek are fighters. They're kind of, think about it as like kind of the Vikings in a way. They believed in combat till the death, and once you die you go to like a better place, and that if you're gonna die you have to die on the battlefield type of thing. That is kind of their mentality throughout this entire Kenshi lore area. But we're not gonna be talking about the Shek. We're gonna be talking about Ghost. This motherfucker has a whole entire backstory that we never even covered. Can you believe that? Alright, so I know I said I wasn't going to talk about the Shek anymore, but we do need to pinch in a little bit more on their society. So let me break it down a little bit more. So if you don't have horns, you're pretty much viewed as a disgrace, a shame to the entire Shek race, because horns automatically determine your social status, whether you're either people perceive you to be super strong or a shame. There's really no in between. If you have short horns or almost no horns, you are considered a reject in their society. And I actually give props to their leader, because she's actually trying to fix this, but that's not the thing that we're trying to talk about here. But so the other thing is, I think it is kind of a little bit like Spartan culture too, in the fact that if you come back without your weapons, or come back in a certain way, you get exiled. You are no longer fit this entire like description, because that's what I think the Shek do. And let me tell you why. Ghost. So Ghost is actually what this entire video is about, but we obviously need the background information. And Ghost honestly has one of the saddest stories in Kenshi. He is literally the embodiment of what it means for Kenshi to be hard on you. So first, let's start off with how he got defeated by Gorillo. So I believe Ghost actually was a 100 Guardian or something high up in the Shek military, because there's no reason why he would be exiled from Shek life if he wasn't, like it doesn't really make sense like why you would exile the commoner for losing his weapon. But let's get to the first part. So if you actually capture Gorillo first and turn him into the Shek, according to my friend, and I actually tried this too, with no mods and everything, you actually get some unique dialogue if you have not captured Ghost. And if you go and capture Ghost, he will give you some dialogue that says that he got defeated by Gorillo, and he lost his sword to Gorillo, and that's why he was like in exile and stuff. So he doesn't say that he wasn't like exiled and stuff, but he said he ended up leaving society. Like it's something around that general area, like and it's crazy, because he honestly got exiled or shamed and just became a ghost. That's why his name's Ghost. I don't really even think his name's Ghost. I think it might have been something else, but he took the name Ghost because that's what Shek become when they lose their weapon, because their entire society is about fighting. And now it does say on the wiki that Gorillo has the weapon of an exiled plank, which is one of the most preferred weapons of Shek. If you want to impress the Shek lady, by the way, get her a plank, because that's what she will love. Anyways, so yeah, the plank is really the preferred weapon of the Shek. So So yeah, the preferred weapon of the Shek is really just generally the plank. And if you actually look at Gorilla's possessions when you kill him, and this is actually something I've done too, and all that, uh, is you actually find an exile plank on him. And now I want to speculate that much. If you watch my video, just kidding, I am one to speculate a lot, but you know that could have easily have belonged to Ghost himself, and Ghost even admits it in the dialogue. He admits that he got defeated by Gorilla, he got disarmed pretty much. And in a lot of culture of like warmonger societies, that is a really, really bad thing that could happen to you. And I think that's why they mentioned that by his old name, which I'm not going to try to pronounce, he pretty much, that person died and he became Ghost because he just couldn't, come back into society without his weapon. And that's props to Gorilla for creating one of the most interesting characters, in my opinion, and a little bit more of the hidden lore of this greater spectrum and all that. So hopefully you guys did enjoy. Remember to leave a like, subscribe, and do all that fun stuff. Ghost is a really interesting character who, honestly, by Kenshi standards, got Kenshi'd. But have a nice week, guys.